Okay, I want to thank these guys. These are all guys that came out and helped us clean up after the storm, and they are a group of Mennonites. They were with the Christian Aid Ministries Rapid Response Team. There was 14 men that showed up with these bobcats that you can see. This was a brand new Kubota, and then there was a case, and they both had the grappling buckets on the front. These guys showed up, and they called me the day before, returning a call. My brother in Huntsville, Alabama, recommended them, so I called them, and they showed up the night before and did a survey, and then the next morning they were there. And, they had no requirements, but we did go ahead and feed them lunch. It was the least we could do. They said, again, they were with Christian Aid Ministries and a rapid response team that comes to the aid of people in their community that just need help, getting fences back up, buildings cleared, land cleared after disaster. And so it was such a huge blessing for my family, because we were looking at probably over a month's worth of work. Now, we were able to buy a new tractor this year. Well, it was used, but it had just 17 hours on it. But we were able to buy a tractor with some money that we got from logging our farm. And so we had a tractor, but, 2 guys and a tractor can get work done. But 14 guys, 5 pickups, and 2 powerful bobcats with or skid steers with the grappling capability. Plus, I think they brought 6 or 8, maybe 8 chainsaws, maybe more. They got so much work done, and it was such a huge blessing. So we wanted to shout out to them. To Christian Aid Ministries. They have a website, and you guys can check that out. There was no charge, and as soon as they were done with us, they said, okay, we're heading to your neighbors, and we're going to take care of them. And so I just want to thank them. I don't want to give their names without their permission, but it was Christian Aid Ministries Rapid Response Team, and they do have they're a P.O. Box 360, Berlin, Ohio, and they have a phone number, 330-893-2428, and check them out, and the Father bless them.
Till
And Moses spake unto Aaron, saying, Aaron, put thy staff on thy road. And Aaron putteth his staff upon the road, and arose 14 Mennonites, 6 trucks, 9 chainsaws, 2 bobcats with grapplers. And he said, So it is written, and so it shall be done. So this was a round chicken house, and we used it to store our solar panels in. So now I've got to get my solar panels moved. Got about 3,000 watts of solar here, so we'll keep moving on. Yeah, I don't know if maybe trying to pull the hoop out first.
Yeah, I think I'll just take that piece of metal down in the hoop and then I'll come back for wood.
Yeah, because I'm afraid if you try to get wood and then you grab some of the hoop and it's just be a big mess. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are there 2 hoops?
I think there. Here you go. I think there might be. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can see.
We'll see if you can get up under this one, and then I'll try to get the other one. We can grab it.
All right.
This fella owns a really large Tyson chicken turkey processing plant or grower. He's a grower, and he got the honor of tearing down one of our old chicken houses, and he would just smiled the whole time, was happy to be helping. All these guys were so nice and so generous, and we weren't charged any fuel cost, we weren't charged any time, labor, anything. They absolutely did it as a ministry to help the neighbors, and then they moved on to the next neighbor, and then the next neighbor, and it was just such a blessing. I'm going to have to find out. This building was round. It was a round building and had a dome roof, and you'd put a fire underneath it, and the fire would heat the floor and keep the chickens warm. And I don't know if it was where they would lay chickens, lay eggs, and then keep the eggs warm. If it was a brooder house or exactly, I'm not sure. We always called it the playhouse, and it's been something I've played in as a kid and painted the inside and had a great time. And there was a lot of destruction, not only with us but with our neighbors. And there's a big tree down. My neighbor was crying. She couldn't believe the devastation to all their trees. It's changed the landscape of our farm and our homestead. There's Mama Bean with one of the goatees after the storm, and she is doing well, and all the babies are doing well. They are happy to keep doing their thing. There's eggs we're getting, and the chickens are still laying 4 eggs a day. Look at that fella. Look at that. And then he's in the plane, and that was the night of the disaster. So, all right, guys, be blessed. Please come back and consider subscribing and liking us and subscribing if we're doing a good job. And if we're not doing a good job, let us know in the comments what you want us to improve. Be blessed, guys. We'll talk to you soon at the Bean Patch.